Well, darling, I'm telling you now, my world would end today if I should lose you. I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. You can clap for him if you want to. Have I told you lately when I'm dreaming? Every dream I dream is you somehow. Have I forever? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Help me sing it. This world will end, and if I should lose you, I'm no good without you anyhow. Have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Yeah, baby, I'm telling you now. I retired from teaching in '96, so that means I've been free to, I taught school 29 years. I know I don't look old enough to have taught 29 years. Rosa inspired this song. It's not a gospel song. We'll do this and we'll try to hurriedly do two more and call it a day. Okay? So y'all won't miss your soap operas. Okay? B flat. We rehearsed this one. I've often heard it said love knows no borders, but the cold of here ain't all I've learned to hate. And I never was too good at taking orders, so I'm headed to the heart of my home state. Lord, I'm getting restless, so I'm headed back to Texas, back to the way of life that I love best. There'll be no more rules to bind me. If you ever want to find me, I'll be out there ranching 10 miles east of west. It almost seems I've done this time in hiding, so I'm cutting every tie that's binding me. Oh, I spent way too long deciding that I gotta be where I just gotta be. Lord, I'm getting restless, so I'm headed back to Texas, back to the way of life that I love best. There'll be no more rules to bind me. If you ever want to find me, I'll be out there ranching 10 miles east of west. There'll be no more rules to bind me. If you ever want to find me, I'll be out there ranching 10 miles east of west. One of the things about living in Nashville is that you have the what?
Can you do the
No, I can't. No, not today. We're already pressed for time. Okay? Huh? Huh? You ready to count? I can see you're excited about this possibility. We're ready to see. Okay. Let me go to the F. We're rehearsing again. Well, down in Bogensbog, in a holler log, they had a party on a Saturday night. And all the bugs in town came in suits and gowns, and a Lordy mercy, what a sight. The weevil brought his jug, and the ladybug, well, man, she really raised a racket. You can ask for proof, but it's a gospel truth. She showed up with a yellow jacket. Now the honeybee was a sight to see, I guess 'cause he forgot his comb. He had a long haircut and things were okay, but a jealous beetle tried to run him home. The roaches lacked some tact, 'cause they kept coming back to the table where they served the food. One centipede and the wasp agreed that it really was extremely rude. All right. The old black widow was an agile critter when the place began to jump and jive. She had to dance alone, 'cause was a fact well known that she would likely eat her man alive. And then the lightning bug commenced to cut her up, and he yelled so drunk he couldn't see. I'll get a little tighter than no man spider, and never hold a light to me. Well, to the music string, the cricket tried to sing, while the locust kinda hummed along. And then the children roared, hey, now I'm getting bored, you keep a chirping on that same old song. The others paid no mind, 'cause they were full of wine, and they all began to sing and dance. And the real showstopper was a mad grasshopper, 85 cue red ants. You want to play it again? Butterfly, she kinda fluttered by in a stole somebody said she stole. While the sly termite surveyed the dance floor sight, I wondered could he eat the whole thing whole. And Martha Moth walked in, the music stopped right then, because she showed up in bikini panties. Things had gone too far, son, it was broke up by the parson, and I'll swear he was a praying mantis. Test time. How many? What? 18. You went to sleep through part of it. 21. 20. How many?
You told us at the beginning it was all the bugs in town. You gave it away at the beginning. All the bugs.
There's one like this in every class, you know? Any other guesses?
21.
Huh?
21.
25. What did you have to drink before you got her? Alright, I don't think you should count bug because I think that's a general term. I don't think you should count spider. If you don't count those two, it's 19. But if you said 19, 20, or 21, you were only off by one. And I don't know where you're coming from over here. Alright. I gotta tell you one other thing about Jason. We're gonna do 2 more songs, and then we're gonna call it a day. We should be out here. Jason, if that didn't show you what he could do on the mandolin, I don't know. I told you he didn't like school much. And he had this teacher that sometimes on Friday would let kids go home an hour early if they could answer a question correctly. And so this particular Friday afternoon, the teacher said, okay, we're going to have a history lesson, a quote. Whoever can answer the question gets to go home an hour early. Well, Jacob was really into that, you know. So she said, question number 1 is, who said, I only regret that I have but one life to give to my country? Little girl on the first row shot up her hand and said, Nathan Hale. Teacher said, that's right, you can go home early. Teacher turned around and wrote this girl's name on the blackboard, so next week she, the same girl, you know, couldn't go home early, so she was passing it around. Next question is, who said 77 years ago? She didn't even get the whole quote out of her mouth. Another little girl on the second row raised her hand. Said Abraham Lincoln. Teacher said, that's true. Said, you get to go home early. Jacob is getting fidgetier and fidgetier. He knows time is running out. She said, the last question is, who said, ask not what you can do for your country, but ask not what, you know what I'm talking about. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you, and another little girl raised her hand and said, John Kennedy. Teacher turned around to write her name on the board. Jacob said, I wish those girls would shut up. The teacher turned around and said, who said that? He said, Bill Clinton. See you Monday. This is the closing song. We're gonna do this in Jordan and call it a day. This is the closing song on the 10 Miles East of West album. We do have some CDs down there. Our Christmas album, we hadn't done any song off our Christmas album. It's $10. Matters of the Heart, we're putting it on special today for $10. That's the song that has As a Rule on it, the daddy song. And I heard a minister say one time, he said, I don't want to be on a cross, and I don't want a cross on me. And I kind of took that as a put down to people who wear crosses. And this song is my response to that. It's simply called The Cross. And it's the closing song on 10 Miles East to West. We were very fortunate because I live in Nashville. We have the best pickers at our fingertips. Pig Robbins, who is a Hall of Fame piano player, was on this album. Charlie McCoy, it's just the 18 pickers, and it was a very cool session. Anyway, you're concerned I wear this cross when it's an emblem of shame, something that my truest friend despise. I don't worship it, oh no, just the one who loved me so that he was nailed there in my place and freely died. It's just wood, just rugged wood that was covered with his blood. But what happened, there's the hope to which I cling. Was it for me? Can it be true? I can't believe it, but I do. What a friend, oh, what a savior, what a king. I'm not worthy of his love. Oh, I failed so many times. He knew that my debt, if left to me, would still be owed because I'd fought. So he paid it all, and he did it on that cross at Calvary. It's just wood, just rugged wood, that was covered with his blood. But what happened, there's the book to which I cling. Was it for me? Can it be true? I can't believe it, but I do. What a friend, what a savior, what a king. Was it for me? Can it be true? I can't believe it, but I do. What a friend, what a savior, what a king, the King of Kings. I'm a baseball freak. In 1975, I was watching the 6th game of the 1975 World Series. Gone down in history as one of the most famous playoff games ever played between the Red Sox and the Reds. A game, if any baseball fans in there, that ultimately was won by Carlton Fisk's famous home run down the left field line. Any of you know what I'm talking about? No? That game was in progress and my phone rang. And it was Dwayne Allen of the Oak Ridge Boys. And they had some songs. I had some songs in their publishing company. And he said, we got a cut on one of your songs, and I'm not even going to tell you who the singer is because I think you'll recognize his voice when I play you the tape. And he started playing this tape. I had been peeling pears. I had pear juice all over my hands, trying to watch this very exciting game. And I heard this deep voice come on. And my first reaction, being from Texas, was, that's Ernest Tubb. And I thought, no, that's not Ernest Tubb. That's Johnny Cash. And so I was really excited. And then after he told me that, yes, Johnny Cash had recorded this song, then he said, as if it didn't even make any difference, he said, and we, meaning the Oak Ridge Boys, have also done another song of yours, a different song. I've never had a night like that since in Nashville when I learned about 2 different songs of mine being recorded by major artists. But Johnny Cash and June Carter started this song on its journey back in 1976. Their record came out. It's been recorded over 300 times since then by a lot of different artists. And every songwriter has a song that is known above all others, and this is it for me. This was Bob, one of Bob's favorite songs. And may he rest in peace. He loved music. And I will miss him. On my trips to the valley, I usually stopped here and spent the night with him. And he and his wife. And this guy knew his music. I'm telling you, he knew his music. I called him up and I said, who was it that recorded so-and-so back then? Well, let me check. Anyway, I'm glad I got to say goodbye to him. I'll admit my steps are growing wearier each day. I've got a certain journey on my mind. Would this whole world cease to make me want to stay? My one regret is leaving you behind. If it proves to be His will that I am first to cross, somehow I've a feeling it will be. When it comes your time to travel likewise, don't feel lost, for I will be we'll see. Help us sing it if you know it. I'll be waiting on the fireside banks of Jordan. I'll be sitting drawing pictures in the sand. When I see you come, I will rise up with a shout and come running through the shallow waters, reaching for your hand. Through this life we've labored long to learn how meager way. It's brought us trembling hands and failing eyes. So I'll just rest there on that shore and turn my eyes away until you come and we'll see paradise. I'll be waiting on the fireside banks of Jordan. I'll be sitting drawing pictures in the sand. When I see you come, I will rise up with a shout and come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. I'll come running through the shallow water, reaching for your hand. You've been a fun group. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How about now? All right. I said that one time together. Sella sitting in the front row and one sitting in the back row of the church, and you want to answer that?
No.
Okay. I thought that might be the Statler's call. All right.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I usually don't even have it on.
Yeah, I know. I tried to call you this morning. Thank you, Terry. Good to have a hometown guy that can write good songs. Amen. And we do. Thank you for coming. I have a thought for the day. I can't remember exactly what it was. Now, you know that he taught English for 29 years.
29 years, right.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, I did have a thought here. And this is it for your thought for the day. Don't ever make fun of a guy who misuses the English language. He might be writing a country music song. Let me ask you to pray today for Glenda Hatridge. Where are you, Glenda? There she is. She's going to have surgery. Going to have some heart surgery right away. So be sure and pray for her. Anybody else? All right. Again, thank you again, John. It's got a number, got a ticket there. What is this for, John?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. Now, if you don't like that, you can give it to my wife. She loves that place. All right. Number 141. All right. Brother Billy Bob Eggleston's going to get that. All right. Well, let me tell you, y'all tired of hearing those commercials about the politicians? I'm sick of it. I could just beats all I've ever seen. I was at the hospital. I was at the hospital the other day, and I went by the lounge where there were 3 surgeons, and they were about to go in and do some surgery, and they were bragging about who was the best surgeon. One of them said, "My goodness, nobody can beat me." He said, "I went in to do surgery on a guy who had his hand cut off. And now that guy, after my surgery, is a world-class violinist." The other guy said, "That is